The Janadriyah Heritage and Cultural Festival is an annual event for 2 weeks every February at a location near Riyadh, the capital of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It contains cultural centers representing regions in this part of the country and also includes such things as camel racing, arts and crafts exhibits, folk dances, and poetry readings. The following video and snapshots are from an excursion we took one afternoon while I was attending an education conference in Riyadh, where I delivered a keynote speech and participated in other conference activities. There were restrictions on the use of cameras and camcorders, so I was not able to record many of the interesting things I saw. I did not get to see camel racing or regional dances, but here's a sampling of what I did see. I'm in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. This afternoon we're going to an excursion to a huge festival about 20 miles from here. I guess that huge Mercedes touring bus is probably going to be for our group. Well, we're now underway for the festival. This is kind of a desert environment here. What a surprise. A lot of new construction out here. We've been on the road for 2 hours and there's no bathrooms on this bus, but anyway, and we're really just in a stalemate. But it looks like that might be off in the distance, where if you can see any pinpricks of light through the dusk and the dust. I see people parking and walking across that big field. Anyway, I hope we're getting close. We are getting close now, finally. The driver, they finally convinced the driver to pull up into that center meridian, and he was afraid to do it, but he finally did, and we made some progress. But now the police have it barricaded in front of that truck with the, I don't know if that's a cow or what in there. There was a lot of honking when we pulled in. People were angry. Well, everybody's struggling to get a little bit of their fender in front of somebody else.
Okay. They can buy it, but it's costly, so they prefer to make mixture, some meats, grains, some grasses.
Okay. Oh, there's another one coming up on
so the taste is not like
on the outside.
Which come from areas.
Our bus driver's gonna
it's different taste.
hold him at bay. Maybe, maybe not. Not. There we go. Oh, jeez. It's funny, they go by the police car and then they're right back into the meridian once again. This is Khalid Al-Harthi from the Ministry of Education, who was my escort. First, we will visit the Ministry of Education. They have it in English on the side of the building. This is our group. The Boy Scouts had a display area in the Ministry of Education building and were promoting the message of peace as they helped out with a variety of tasks. I gave this young man a copy of my business card, which was printed in Arabic on one side, and I asked my guide to explain to him that I had been a Boy Scout in the United States. He beamed with a big smile and gave me the gold-colored badge that is on his shirt pocket. I didn't want to take it, but my guide said he had another one at home. It's a wonderful souvenir. Look at these. A lot of activity out here for the kids, playing with soccer balls. Taking turns having our picture taken with the falcon. The bird's quite heavy.
إذا ما تحتاج أبو إذا ما تحتاج ما هو لازم. حاسب ترى. ها؟
There you go. Here I am with a falcon perched on my wrist. They're beautiful birds. Here's 3 more falcons, and there's another one to my left. In about 1 hour there'll be a live broadcast here on the Cultural Channel. These things are all made from newspaper, in contrast to the cardboard on the other ones. Even the reading stand is made out of paper. That's really impressive. Yeah. The street separates 2 of the compounds that we just walked through and visited. This is the new university, Heil University, with class buildings, accommodations. They had 1 week, they had an invitation and they put together a lot of these displays of old swords and rifles and armor, farm implements, household implements, carpets everywhere. There's the poster for Heil University. At the end of the day, we were back at the Ministry of Education building, where we visited an education center that was divided into several zones. The first was a fire station, and the kids were able to drive the fire trucks to another part of the room to put out a simulated blaze. Next was an emergency room, where the kids practiced with numerous devices. We also visited a puppet show, a beauty parlor, and a sewing center. I also helped 2 young boys learn how to fish, and I helped 2 more learn how to change a tire on a car and fill the gas tank. After visiting the puppet show area, Marco and I visited an area where 2 young girls were learning some reading and writing skills or something with the Arabic language, and then there was a puppet mounted on the wall where the teacher was behind it and would stick her arms through it. And then they asked me to write some comments in their logbook for this particular zone, just as they did all of the other zones. In the next zone, the ladies draped a blanket, pistol holder, cartridge belt, and walking stick on Marco and me, and then took our pictures. There was a covey of teachers who had been following us around the whole time, taking snapshots and video. I've never seen so many iPhones, iPads, Nikon cameras, and Sony camcorders in one place. I asked Khalid if it would be possible to stand with the ladies to have my picture taken. He asked, and the senior lady responded by taking off her veil and putting on a traditional festival or wedding overgown, and took pictures with us. The final stop was a flower stall, where the kids, with the help of the teachers I suspect, had made beautiful bouquets for Marco and me. This was a great trip where I gained a lot of new insights, but also got further confirmation of the friendliness and hospitality of these people, which was what I had experienced in my previous trip to Saudi Arabia.